We are also tracking the Capitol, Washington, D.C. The House remains in standoff after Republican leader Kevin McCarthy failed for the sixth time to gather enough votes to make him Speaker of the House. McCarthy is now fighting for political survival with no clear path forward. And the House is set to convene again today at noon to begin another round of votes. Yahoo Finance's Rick Newman is here with all the details. Rick, is anything going to change?
I think there's one really important change this morning. Elon Musk tweeted, Kevin McCarthy should be Speaker of the House. So that ought to settle it. I'm sure that they'll just nail this down once they start voting again at noon today. No, I'm kidding, obviously. It might seem like this is just repetitive and going nowhere, but apparently the progress that they're making on the House floor is that McCarthy has agreed to give even more concessions to these 20 Republican holdouts who won't vote for him, basically giving the far right wing of the Republican Party in the House even more power to determine what goes on in the House with regard to future legislation and the way McCarthy would rule over the House. But that doesn't mean he's going to win enough votes. And it also raises the possibility that he could alienate some moderates who are shaking their heads and saying, look, these 20 holdouts on the right, they're only 10% of House Republicans. Why are they putting themselves in a position to gain so much power, and why should we give them so much power? So that seems to be the essential conundrum here. And I guess the thing everybody's looking for today is to see whether McCarthy can increase the amount of votes he gets. And if he doesn't, the pressure is going to mount on him to simply bow out, because it's going to look as if, given we're talking about these concessions, even if he can't get the votes, even given those concessions, then he can't become Speaker. So that might be the thing that breaks within the next couple of days. But no one, as with the last few days, nobody knows where this is going.
And as you said yesterday, it's a fun story to cover. I don't know at what point it becomes less fun after it goes on for a week, 2 weeks, a month. I don't know, Rick. But I mean, you do wonder how long this can go on before it gets in order.
It can go on for a while.
Yeah.
I think the record is 133 votes before they elected a speaker, and that took almost 2 months. And it's fun to cover this, given that I'm not on the House floor trying to find a new storyline every minute. But, what the cable news networks are showing, they're now getting into this game of focusing on who's huddling with whom, and who is saying what to whom. And now there are people who claim to be lip readers on social media who are translating what Matt Gaetz said to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and trying to figure out who might be forming a new secret alliance based on, there are 3 people gathering over in that corner of the House floor. I mean, obviously, this is getting to absurd new limits. I like the way the Vatican does it when they have to pick a new pope. They close it, they shut the place down, they keep everybody out. And when they have a pope, some white smoke rises from the Vatican. Maybe the House should try that.
There's already a lot of smoke that rises from Congress, though. So, no, sorry. Rick, just one thing, and you probably haven't seen this news yet, but I just wanted to flag it. The Detroit News is now reporting that Senator Debbie Stabenow is not going to seek reelection. Now, that's going out to 2024. And so that'll be yet another sort of rejiggering of things. But I don't know if you have a quick reaction to that headline that we're just seeing in the past few minutes.
Yeah, so with regard to 24, it's going to be harder for Democrats to keep the Senate in 2024. And Stabenow saying she's not going to run for reelection would mean yet another open seat Democrats would have to win in order to keep the Senate. So the problem for Democrats in 24 in the Senate is they're simply defending more open seats, just defending more seats that are up for grabs in 24 than Republicans are. And one of the biggest problems for Democrats is in Ohio, where Sherrod Brown is going to be defending a seat. And Ohio has tilted much more toward Republicans. So that has gone from being a swing state to being a Republican state. Stabenow in Michigan, probably Democrats could keep that seat. But there have been Republicans who've gotten elected in Michigan. So that is another problem for Democrats in 24.
But for now, they're sitting pretty, watching the chaos amongst the Republicans. Right. Thanks so much, Rick. Appreciate it.
Bye, guys.